Hey everybody, welcome to Core and More. Before we get started, remember we have the Fit Pro show tomorrow, and I went ahead and put that registration link in the chat box. Last week we talked about core, just like we're about to hit right now, and we're going to be talking about the shoulders and scapulas tomorrow. So that should be a good one if you're interested. But for right now, what we're going to do is get into our core and more, our core and stretching. And we're going to start out with a plank first, like we always have. New derivative today. Now, instead of that little kickback that we've been doing, we're going to go into a leg abduction when we go into our plank. So nothing changes from shoulder to hip right here when we get set up. So all those same cues down here, those elbows are going to be below the shoulder, and we're going to be squeezing those glutes, squeezing the core muscles. Now what we're going to do is go out to the side, to the left, and then out to the right, okay, and have that 30-second hold. So let me show you before you join. I'm right here, coming out to the side, out to the other side for that big squeeze, okay? So we're going to go for 30 seconds. Go ahead and get ready, and we are holding out to the side, hip abduction, core still tight. And if this is a little tough for you, you can point that toe and you can hit the ground with that toe as you go out. If you want that tension throughout, then don't put the toe down. All right, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Release in between. Today we're going to go into a really low lunge, big stretch on this one. So what I want you to do is simply bring this foot as far forward as you possibly can, and we're shoving that hip forward as well. Get into the hammies a little bit, but also for that knee that's down, that side hip, going to get a big hip stretch too. All right, get a little bit of extension going here. Counteract that flexion from all day. Good. You can release that. Remember which one you put forward because we're going to flip it next time. But going into our second set, 30 seconds, plank plus hip abduction. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're rolling, everybody. Good. Bring that belly button in towards that spine. Hold. Good. 10 seconds. Adding a little bit of time to these holds each week. 3, 2, 1. Release. I had my left foot forward, so now I'm going right foot forward into that deep lunge position. So you can bring those hands down. All right, and just as far forward as you can reach. This feels nice. Two of my favorite things to do to counteract that sitting posture is a deep squat or a deep lunge. And just hanging right here, actually, hanging out for a little bit. One of the best things you can do. Okay, release it. Third and final set on those planks, and then we'll move on to our second exercise. All those cues we've been talking about, last set of 30 seconds. Going in 3, 2, 1, hold, and then move those feet side to side, little pendulum action going. Good, bringing the obliques into it just a little bit by moving laterally. We got the last 10 seconds here, hold tight. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so take a little rest, grab some water if you need it. Hopefully we're doing good. Oh, perfect. I'm glad the registration is getting better. Glad to hear that. Perfect. Okay, so second movement, what we're gonna do, dead bug. So we're gonna flip it on around. And last week, when we did this one, we were going same side arm and leg. Today we're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg, okay? So now we're kind of Xing using those transverse abs today. So When we go down here, I'm gonna have you push that lower back down into the ground as much as possible. Legs are bent, knee somewhere just below hip level. We're gonna go opposite arm leg, reaching out. So go ahead and join me. We're gonna get 8 on each side. Not letting that low back creep up, because when you push that low back down, that's where you start feeling that engagement in your core here in the front. Yeah, that's 5 each for me, getting 8, everybody. One more each, full extension. Good. And then, so what we're gonna do here next, I'm gonna bring my right leg up and into that chest, and I'm gonna push it all the way to the other side here, okay? I want both shoulders to be down. In a perfect world, both shoulders down, knee down. One of those might not happen, that's okay. And then we're gonna reach with this right arm, and we're gonna rotate to the other side, rotate all the way back. Rotate and back, good. We're gonna do that 5 times because we're meant to move through the spine. Most of the discs here are mobile. Good, one more full rotation. And back, okay. Again, remember which side you were just on, because we're gonna flip it next time. Going back into our dead bug, low back down. Knees bent and below hip level, opposite arm and leg. Let's do it. One of the best warm-up moves right here. But it's also great in your direct core training. Good, extend, don't let that back creep up. Mine just was, I gotta remind myself too. Good, that's 6, we're getting 8, 7, 7, 8, and 8. All right, so what was that other leg? Go ahead and grab that one, bringing it all the way over. So both my shoulders are down. I'm getting my knee as close as it can. It's about 2 inches off the ground. And then we're getting that rotation like last time, over and back. Good, working through the thoracic spine, moving those vertebrae. Good, 2 more full rotations. And release. Okay, final dead bug right here. We're gonna do the same thing, 8 and 8, making sure that we're increasing that volume. 3 sets of those planks, now 3rd set of the dead bug. Let's knock it out. Get in position and go. Opposite. Opposite. Keep that core tight, everybody. Come on. Not just going through the motions, getting the most out of this 15 minutes. Good, I'm halfway. Stay with me, do what you can. If you can't get all those reps in, just keep moving. Last 2. 7, 7, 8, and 8. Okay, grab some water. We're gonna go into our 3rd exercise here, hitting the core hard. And a lot of people said they were really feeling those V sit-ups last week. I'm glad to hear that. You should even more today, because with this one too, up in those reps, we're going from 8 all the way up to 10. So let me remind you of how these are supposed to look, because that's why I'm here. I've seen some wonky things on some of these exercises. So let me kind of talk you through it before you get going. Just like we were in the dead bug, where we have that lower back down against the ground, but now the arms and legs are reaching both ways. They're gonna meet here in the middle, reaching up, okay? You see my chin's up, my shoulders are up off the ground, and we're getting those knees not quite locked out, but just as straight as you possibly can with the arms and legs back down under control, okay? So I shouldn't hear that foot going down and slamming down. That control of when we're coming back down right here, that's when we're fighting the resistance. That's when you're gonna get the most out of the exercise, okay? So 10 reps, ready, let's go. Reach up, control down. There we go, number 2. Keep on moving, everybody. 3, chin up. 4, shoulders up. 5, nice straight legs. 6, nice slow movement down. 7, reach. 8, last 2, everybody. 9. And 10, coming down. Okay, so I'm gonna have you flip it over for this next one because we were doing a bunch of flexion right there. Again, counteracting that by going into this half kneeling position. So we're bent at the knee. We have this straight line, shoulder, hip, knee right here. All I want you to do with this same side, so sorry, it's back here. My right knee's on the ground, so I'm reaching straight up with my right hand. Yes. Squeeze that same side glute and make sure you're not hinged. Make sure you're leaning forward and you have that straight line. And those hips are gonna thank you. You're gonna feel that engagement. That nice stretch right here. 3, 2, 1. Remember which knee was forward. All right, because we're flipping it on the next one. And let's go into our second V sit up. Last round of these. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Getting 10, full range of motion. Building muscle, building strength here. Resilience, posture, all those keywords, whatever motivates you. Come on. 6, 7, 8, 9. Make the last one good. And 10. Flip which leg is forward. All right, other knee down for me. Straight right here. This knee's down, so we're reaching up. Good work, feeling that stretch, and we're down to our final exercise after this. Go ahead and release. And so for our last one, we're going into that twist, that Russian twist that we did last week. Now we're just adding some time to it. So we start here by finding that balance here in the middle, down on those glutes. And what do? We do a full rotation where you're moving those shoulders and you're keeping your back straight, okay? Keeping it nice and stable, full range of motion. We're up to 25 seconds on each. 2 sets. First one, ready, go. Rotate, rotate. Good, not just the hands, get those shoulders moving. Flat back, everybody, come on, 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Probably feeling why I went ahead and stretched out those hip flexors. As you get forward right there, they can get a little bit tight, especially when you're crunched in. I just want you to stay focused on our final set that we have right here. Russian twist, 25 seconds, going in 3, 2, 1. Finish strong. Keep those feet up if you can. Rotate, rotate. 10 seconds. Stay up, everybody. Come on. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Let me know how you're feeling before you head out. We had our plank holds, hip abduction. Those were great. Little change of pace. Got our dead bugs, B sit-ups, and Russian twists. What'd you like? What'd you hate? How you feeling? Hopefully feeling good. I'm definitely feeling energized. Yeah, Becky, thank you. Winnie, awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Kimberly, yeah, I'm feeling better too. I love it. Cramping up, need to keep coming. Yes, keep on coming back. We're going to continue working through all of these. Make sure you guys are hydrating. Of course, Ingrid. Yeah, the core in between is nice. Good little balance. Dead bugs, yes. Thanks, Jimlyn. Holly, the twist, yep. Xiao Wei. Hurts so good, right? All right, Stefano. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.